Yeah, Bang Bang Rail. Gary Stretch. I used to be with Gary Stretch for a long time. I was his bodyguard, yeah, for Luke's going for meals and all that. But I was always around him. I wasn't around him, wasn't a pain in the butt, like on his case. I would make sure that I was there, but not too far away. And we sometimes we go to different clubs, and sometimes we go around to a guy called Nobby Griffiths' house in Chiswick, yeah. So we go around Nobby's house, and there was always parties, big swimming pool at the back, and it was nice, you know. And I remember going there with me, Mickey, I think maybe Nigel, I'm not quite sure, Ray Sullivan, a few other people. It was about 10 people in there with a lot of other girls and all that. And Gary Stretch is like all the women are over him, all over him. And these two guys come in. They was Nobby's pals. They must have known who Gary Stretch was. Gary had a little bit of a drink, not much. And they started, yeah. My job was to look after Gary, yeah. And they started on Gary. We were getting a bit leery because of Gary, the birds wrapped around Gary. They had a few drinks, I suppose, and thought, you know, how comes Gary Stretch has got all the birds wrapped around him, you know what I mean? And before I knew what happened, ping, ping, Gary's hit him, mate, and knocked him out in seconds, you know. And then, what, you know, this is like, you know, me, my mate Terry Haley, me and Gary Stretch went round Terry Haley's house, having a laugh, and you know, and we was doing a big podcast, but something happened to my phone that he didn't take it, yeah. So Gary stood up and Terry, as Terry is, started shaping up to Gary Stretch. The worst thing he did, Gary's hit him about 10 times, not hit him, and he made me laugh, Gary. So I felt the wind as the punch was going past. He's so fast, Gary. He's so fast, mate, you know. That's why I find it quite hard to believe when I hear stories, you know, about, you know, one in the pub with Gary and all that, and, you know, bash Gary up and give Gary a good hiding. I find it hard to believe that, you know, because Gary is the sort of guy that would happen to, you know what I mean? He would like, he would definitely put 5 or 6 geezers out in no time at all. Come on, we all know, you've seen geezers that reckon they can have a fight, you know, have never put their hands up, or all that game, and it's slapping game and all that, you know, it's a joke. You get all these people thinking they're big, hard geezers because they got an handgun or a big knife wrapped around them, but I try and see them fighting, they're like that, aren't they? Do you know what I mean? And I just really can't see what they said they'd done to Gary, because no way. You know, Gary Stretch is a proper fighter, mate, proper hard man, you know. And that one that's supposed to happen in a fish and chip shop with the rugby player, that never happened, mate. That never happened, believe me. I mean, I talk to Gary. Gary talks to me as a mate, you know what I mean? And Gary, there's no point in Gary lying. He's not a person that's got to lie. He is what he is. He's a good-looking guy, can get any bird he wants, you know, and he can have a fight. And he ain't going to lie about it, you know what I mean? Why lie? If he says he gets beat, you know? It's like you know, when he fought Eubanks, you know what I mean? And he said to me that, you know, I wasn't fit, Ray. And Eubanks was too strong for me, Ray. And he beat me, you know what I mean? He beat me, and that's coming from a professional fighter. You know, he ain't going to say, well, yeah. No, but he said, you know, Eubanks was too strong for me, Ray. And he just beat me and bashed me up. I just couldn't, 6 rounds, but after that, he just smashed me to pieces. You know, he's truthful, so he ain't got no reason to lie about going to a fish and chip shop and the guy coming in there and knocking Gary Stretch out. It didn't happen, mate. Believe me, that never happened. Bang, bang, rail, nice one.